look at the barycentric subdivision of a tetrahedron. So let's recall how barycentric subdivision works, right? We start, we've got a tetrahedron here. The original tetrahedron has just got these 4 vertices that are marked in red, and then a bunch of edges. You've actually got 6 edges joining these 4 vertices, and then you've got 4 faces, and then you've just got the solid block of the tetrahedron in the middle. Barycentric subdivision, well, we kind of start by subdividing all the edges, right? So each of these edges that we had in the original tetrahedron, we put a new point in the middle. Then we subdivide the faces. Okay, so here's one face, and we've kind of already done some subdivision on the boundary. We put in these extra points here, and what we're going to do is we put in a new point in the middle of that face, the barycenter, and then we just take all these kind of new edges that we had, and we join them up to this new point in the middle. So we have this new edge here, join it up to get a triangle. This edge here, we join it up to the barycenter to get a triangle, etc. We end up with 6 triangles. Okay. And now what we're going to do to finish the barycentric subdivision process, we're going to mark a new vertex right in the middle, just in the center of the tetrahedron, and then we're going to join that to all of these new triangles. So at the moment, we've got 6 triangles covering each of the old faces, and there were 4 of those faces, so that's 24 triangles altogether. And then each of those 24 triangles we join up to the point in the center of the tetrahedron, giving us 24 tetrahedra. And then we can kind of see that by exploding it a bit. So we just explode a little way. You can see that each of these 24 faces is now giving us a tetrahedron, and we can kind of explode those out a bit further. There you go. You can see we've got 24 tetrahedra, and we've kind of left a big gap in the middle now. And we can spread them out a bit more, make it a little bit more visible, and then we can collapse it back down. Here we've just exploded it out a little way, and then we can reassemble the original tetrahedron. So notice here, when we subdivide an edge, we get 2 edges. That's 2 is basically 2 factorial, and we subdivide one of these triangular faces, we get 6 triangles. That's 6 is appearing here as 3 factorial, and we divide our tetrahedron into 24 of these smaller tetrahedra, and the kind of reason it's 24, that's because that's 4 factorial.